De Alto Cedro voy para Macanecoro. Llego a Cueto, voy para Epa, ¿esto está grabando? Hola y bienvenidos a Spring Spanish. I am Juan y además de ser uno de los profesores de Spring Spanish, I've been a musician for most of my life and music is one of my favorite topics ever. If you got the music bug as well and want to have heated talks and arguments about your passion for tango, salsa, rock, reggaeton, all in Spanish, then this is the video for you. Todo lo que necesitas saber para hablar de música en español. Tasty music, some technical terms, Latin genres, instruments, folklore music, popular Latin artists, you name it. Also, if you're a musician, I have a life-saving tip for you in Spanish at the end of this video. Acompáñame. Music is a huge topic in Latin America, and everything people talk about a lot comes with tons of vocabulary. Here are some of the most important words. El artista, la artista, la banda, el sonero, that's the main singer in salsa music. La orquesta, as in la orquesta de salsa. El cantante, la cantante, masculine and feminine. El concierto, el coro. Some instruments, la guitarra, la trompeta, el bajo, el piano. As you might know already, I play several types of percussion. So here are some of my favorites. Los timbales. Pacan, tum, tum, pran. Las congas. Tum, 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 pan, paca, tum, 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 la batería. Alright, you know some useful words now, but wouldn't it be cool if you could impress your new Latino friends with some fun facts about Latin music and artists? Learn the following sentences by heart to sound like an expert in any conversations about music. El tango argentino tiene raíces europeas. Una de las orquestas de salsa más famosas fue la Fania All Star. By the way, salsa is my favorite Latin type of music. It has African roots and it's a big part of Latino cultural heritage. It's a great kind of music to dance to and to celebrate, not to mention how complex and interesting it is to play it. If you watch until the end of the video, I have a little surprise for you about salsa. El merengue y la bachata son ritmos caribeños. Actualmente el reggaetón es la música latina más famosa en el mundo. I'm not a big fan, but can't argue with that. Learning these sentences by heart as a whole is fun, but you can't learn to speak Spanish entirely that way, of course. The trick to really speak fluent Spanish is to listen to a lot of Spanish and then memorize chunks, parts of the sentence you hear that almost never change and that native speakers use all the time. I'll give you some examples in a second. First, let's take a look at some questions you might use in a casual conversation about music. ¿Te gusta la música? ¿Cuál es tu artista favorito? Chunk alert! Tu artista favorito is a great example of a chunk you can use in any conversation about music, and you should learn it by heart. It never changes. If you learn it by heart, you don't have to think about is it ti artista or tu artista favorita or whatever. It just rolls out of the tongue. By the way, if you'd like to learn more about speaking Spanish through chunks, check out the free Spanish chunking training on our website. We give you a full demo and some samples lessons there. Okay, back to music. When talking about music, you can use this chunk to strike up a conversation. You can also add mi artista favorito es and answer that question yourself. Use it in your next conversation in Spanish and let me know how it went in the comments. ¿Qué tipo de música te gusta? ¿Escuchaste la nueva canción de blank? ¿Qué te parece esta canción? ¿Qué te parece este artista? And another chunk alert! ¿Qué te parece is an excellent chunk to learn by heart as well. It'll make you sound supernatural in any situation. Want to know more chunks you can use in your conversations in Spanish? Then subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell, because with the 5 free weekly Spanish lessons we publish, you'll have plenty of stuff to talk about with your Spanish speaking friends. They won't even know what hit them. So what if you're on the opposite side of those questions? Here are some common chunks you can use to answer. Mi artista favorito es blank. Me encanta esta canción. Me gusta más la salsa que el reggaetón. ¿A ti qué tipo de música te gusta? ¿Cuál es tu artista favorito? I love to talk about music, so let's strike up a conversation in Spanish in the comments. Now, quick tip for the musicians out there. In Spanish, we have a different way to name the musical notes. While in English, usually it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, in Spanish is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. Like this. C is Do, D is Re, E is Mi, F is Fa, G is Sol, A is La, and B is Si. So, if you're playing in a gig with Latin musicians and you ever hear, oye, esa canción está en Do menor, that song is in C minor. Now you know what they mean. Okay, so before we finish, remember I told you I have a little surprise for you? Well, here's a clip of me playing some timbal with a salsa orchestra. Okay, that's it for today, my friends. Hope after this video you feel confident to talk about that J Balvin concert you went to before la pandemia. De cómo Oscar de León es el mejor sonero de la historia de la salsa. ¿Quién te conoce, Héctor Lavoe? Oh, that's right. Shout out to our Spring Spanish Inner Circle member, Sonny, who especially requested this video. Espero que te haya gustado, Sonny. Having a say in our video topics is one of the perks of being a Spring Spanish Academy member. Want to join? Then check the link in the description. We have a free training on our website where you can learn much more about the chunking method we use in our academy to have you speak Spanish fluently and without complications. This was Juan, and adios! Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and share this video with your friends.